Big drama in the MMA world today. Jon Jones has fired some serious shots at Tom Aspinall, questioning his toughness and even bringing up an old fight where he claims Tom gave up. Meanwhile, Chael Sonnen has completely flipped his stance on the controversial UFC 321 eye poke finish, now saying Aspinall actually made the smart decision by not continuing. And that's not all. Daniel Cormier, Michael Bisping, and even Henry Cejudo have all jumped into the discussion, giving their takes on what's quickly become one of the most heated topics in heavyweight MMA right now. Alright guys, let's get into it. The story kicks off with Islam Makhachev, who made headlines earlier this week after shutting down comparisons to his mentor, Khabib Nurmagomedov. In a recent interview with ESPN's Brett Okamoto, Islam made it clear he's not chasing Khabib's records or legacy.
Means something to you that you are trying to accomplish something that Khabib never did?
Man, I don't know. This question is like, some of them ask me, you want to defend the belt more than Khabib? We never talk about this, and you know, it's like, for me it's the stupid questions, you know, because he's my brother, you know. If he don't want to I beat his record, he never helped me, you know. But you know, he's still, I told you, he's still like now 2 months without family. He support all team, you know. These guys just dream for him to make the new champions in our gym, you know. I told you, it's like not question which one I want to answer, like I beat Khabib record or something like this.
He called questions about surpassing Khabib stupid, saying Khabib is like a brother to him and that his only focus is on representing their team, not outshining his mentor. Initially, Chael Sonnen blasted Aspinall for not continuing the fight after getting poked in both eyes. He called it an opportunity missed and criticized Tom for not pushing through. But now, just days later, Sonnen's tone has completely changed. On the Good Guy Bad Guy show with Daniel Cormier, both Sonnen and DC agreed that Aspinall actually did the right thing.
He's got more days ahead of him. So if you live to fight another day, it was like a couple weeks ago when the Ritter's corner threw in the towel. You fight another day. If you can't see, and you're the reigning defending champion, and you can't see, then you don't fight. You have too much to lose, Chael. And we always try to measure the smart decision versus the honorable decision. I thought Anthony Smith was very honorable when Jon Jones kneed him in the head on the ground. I thought Anthony Smith also was dumb. He should have took the win, went home as the champion, and then came back and collected some pay-per-view points in the rematch. That's just me. Honorable versus smart. I think Tom Aspinall just made the smart decision, and that ultimately upset a lot of people.
I agree with that too. I do think that was the right decision. I do think that was the smart decision. Tom's got one thing to do, which is to leave that arena with the title that he brought in to
But things got a little heated when DC brought up something else, something more personal. Cormier revealed he was actually upset with Aspinall for releasing audio from a private conversation they had before UFC 321. According to DC, he was caught on a hot mic talking strategy and discussing potential matchups, something he believed was off the record.
It's hot. The mic was on me, and I was talking to Tom about the heavyweight division.
These matchups in this division, like what type of one you can go on.
Yeah, I know.
Outman is fighting Chael can't fight.
Who do you think's gonna win? I think Volkov, probably.
Yeah, but even him, or you beat him in the first round.
You had it right, Chael. I was literally trying to tell him, you could possibly be on the verge of something tremendously special right now. What I was saying was, Jailton's going to grapple you, right? It's not as dangerous a fight. And I could have done a better job of saying that to Tom. Now, I was a little upset that Tom and them released that, if I'm being honest with you. I thought when you lean in, Chael, when you lean into someone and you're talking quietly, that's a private conversation that should stay between you and the athlete. I thought it was embedded. And I know that embedded would never do something like that. Jailton Almeida deserves respect, and I do respect him. And I felt bad, man, because he's been so nice to me.
Meanwhile, Chael Sonnen wasn't done talking about the heavyweight picture either. Appearing on the MMA Hour with Ariel Helwani, Sonnen said he doesn't think Ciryl Gane deserves an immediate rematch.
Know that an immediate rematch is what the appropriate thing is. I get that's the direction that we're going. I'm just suggesting for you, I don't know that that's the right move. One guy broke the rules. Breaking of those rules cost the match. It would seem as though something stronger, even if I don't quite have the words, and I know we're not doing that, but I think that you're right, that perhaps in the future we should.
While Sonnen and DC were debating fairness, Michael Bisping was focused on something else entirely: Tom's dad. On his Believe You Me podcast, Bisping said Tom's father may have made a big mistake by publicly revealing that his son only has 3 fights left on his UFC contract and that they're considering a move to boxing afterward. Bisping called it a bad look, saying that kind of talk should stay behind closed doors. You don't negotiate in public, he warned. He even pointed out that if Tom had lost to Gane, there'd be no leverage at all for a boxing move.
The whole thing with DC, remember that? You probably saw that, whispered into the microphone. You know, he didn't need to release that, you know, so he kind of dropped the ball a little bit there. And then his dad was talking about the boxing things. You know, after this contract, we're leaving. And I was like, what are you doing? You don't negotiate like that in public. You speak to them men to men, man to man. I mean, if that's what you want to do, great. But if you had have lost on Saturday night, good luck getting another title fight. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? Now, again, I'm not speaking for the UFC. That's just me sitting here, just got off a plane in Dubai.
And speaking of opinions, Henry Cejudo and Ciryl Gane had one of their own.
On their 4-Pound podcast, Cejudo surprised fans by switching sides. He's now picking Ciryl Gane to win the rematch.
Avery and Gane, this next fight, this next rematch, I'm legit switching my vote. Gane, he was not afraid of Tom. Stick up to the point where he had him bloody. And it's the first time that he attempted a takedown and did not get a takedown.
Now he understands. I'm gonna really have to rely on my fight IQ here. Now I'm gonna have to rely on more than one weapon. Now I can't just come out and run over him. When do you think this should be a rematch?
Put him on our card. 323.
December? In December?
Yeah.
Come on, listen.
If Aspinall's eye is okay now, why the not? They don't cut weight like we do.
Did he say his eye's okay?
That's the biggest question. If his eye is okay and he still has the ability to train, then yeah.
Meanwhile, Dustin Poirier decided to take a more neutral stance. In a short video posted to social media, Poirier said he's not going to judge Aspinall because only Tom truly knows how bad the eye pokes were.
A lot of people ask me, what's up with Aspinall? What's up with the eye poke? I don't know. Only he knows how bad it was. But I've been in a lot of fights where I've got eye poked and I continued. And
But just when it seemed like the storm was calming down, Jon Jones threw gas on the fire. In a previously unseen clip recorded about 6 months ago, Jon Jones spoke candidly about Tom Aspinall, and let's just say, he didn't hold back. Jones referenced an older fight from Tom's early career, claiming that Aspinall tapped too quickly when his ankle was twisted.
To see if he wins his next fight, because
what's the rumor? Ciryl Gane?
Ciryl Gane, supposedly. There's a video that hasn't gone viral, but one of his losses, he was very much an adult. I believe already a black belt, and he was taken down and the guy twisted his ankle. He had no defense. He tapped so quickly. I had a fight where I got arm barred and I was literally willing to let somebody break my arm before giving up.
This is Vitor Belfort.
Vitor Belfort. With Tom, the moment he felt any pressure on his ankle, he tapped immediately, which lets me know a lot about.
The message was clear. Jones doesn't believe Tom has the same grit it takes to be a true champion. And while the footage may be from months ago, its timing couldn't be more explosive, dropping just as Aspinall's toughness is being questioned after the eye poke stoppage. So, what do you guys think?
Did Tom Aspinall make the right call by not continuing? Or does Jon Jones have a point about toughness and championship mentality? Either way, the heavyweight division is on fire right now, and it feels like every day brings a new twist. Thanks for watching, guys. If you enjoyed the video, make sure to leave a like, subscribe, and turn on notifications. See you in the next one.